Hi, everybody, and welcome to the College Football Industry Pro Line. 4 strong analysts here to look at what figures to be a dynamite weekend of action in the colleges. We got 2 huge games to break down with Big Al McMordie, Chip Chirimbes, Fairway Jay, and myself. I'm Dave Cokin. Let's get right to it. Chip, you've got a great offer for everybody this weekend that starts with the Bills-Dolphins game on Thursday and rolls right through the weekend for $5.
$5, particularly strong play Thursday night with Miami and Buffalo. You know, we're coming off a big game winner on Sunday with the Bengals. We won Monday night, so we're back on track in NFL and college football action. And not only do you get Thursday, you get Friday's national TV game, Saturday's rivalry game of the year with the guarantee, and Sunday's NFL game of the month. This Saturday college contest, my rivalry game, if I don't win this game, you get the entire month of November absolutely free. But right now I'm giving you 4 games from the big game player for only $5. It starts Thursday. Just roll it on over through Sunday because we're going 4-0. Give me a call at 866-841-1665. You'll be glad you did. Big game winners from the big game player. Games you can step out on. Games you can play with confidence. 1 game a day is all you need. That's why we're the A play. Give me a call right now.
Big Al McMordie, a triple header of action on Saturday in college. And then a big play on Sunday in the NFL as well. It's going to be a strong weekend.
It is going to be a strong weekend. Of course, I thought that last weekend too, and we got destroyed on Saturday, but that's how it goes sometimes. This week we've got 3 big plays on Saturday, including our TV game of the month. We have our NFL High Roller Total on Sunday. We're smashing the books, by the way, this year in pro football. Documented 81.2% on our star-rated plays. It's been a tremendous NFL season. Also smashing the books in basketball this season. 75% NBA and college combined all the way back to the start of the pro season. We have 5 plays in this offer. 3 on Saturday, our high roller total on Sunday. And if you call tonight, you get that 5th play, and that game is a TV winner. Call 866-841-1665. That's 866-841-1665.
All right, it's been a monster year for Fairway Jay on the big plays. It's been perfect so far, and perfect by huge margins. College game of the year, college total of the year, underdog of the year, by more than 2 touchdowns per game on those. Jay, another big package this weekend that includes 2 games because it's a parlay.
Yeah, Dave, and if you like underdogs, you want to be with me this week. I have a number of underdogs I like. Likely 2 of them are going to be right in the parlay of the year here, as I've got some real solid selections to choose from, and we're going to include those. College parlay of the year in college this week, along with an NFL top play. You get those for $19, and we'll keep the college theme going. We're up to a 9-3 start in college basketball. First 50 callers will get college basketball through the weekend for just $19. Make the call to 1-866-896-1627. And again, top college parlay of the year going this weekend and Saturday. We'll come right back with some big plays on Sunday as well. 1-866-896-1627.
All right, when I get in sync in college football particularly, all I can say is you don't want to be opposite me. I'm not going to win them all, but I'm going to win most of them, so you don't want to get on the opposite side, and I'm hot right now. The NFL's been good all year. 9-3 this past weekend, win or higher on the top plays. In football, won my total of the year, the Texans and Bears under. Earlier, won my college total of the year and my college game of the year, which was a real easy win with Boise State against Wyoming. And now, it's my NFL game of the year, 32nd annual NFL game of the year. Love this play, obviously. On Sunday, online for $99. Feel free to wait and get the game there. I mean, it'll be a snap at davecokin.com. But this is easier and cheaper, and you get a better guarantee. $25. Game must win, or you get free action plays in all sports for the rest of the season through the Super Bowl. Free. Also, free action plays in all sports this week when you sign up. So the sooner you sign up, the sooner you start winning. $25. Make the call now, 1-866-896-1629, 1-866-896-1629. Ask about the basketball when you call, because it's just money in the bank right now. We're just crushing this stuff. All right, here we go. Let's look at some games and get some information out there. Ohio State playing Wisconsin. How weird is this, Al? Ohio State could conceivably end up as the only unbeaten team but it won't matter because they can't participate in any of the postseason excitement. I'm not saying they're the best team, but they could end up the only unbeaten team.
As a Michigan alumnus, that would be a wet dream for all Wolverine fans if that would happen. But I tell you, I think that dream's going to end anyway this weekend. Wisconsin blew out Indiana 62-14, and one of the things I love to do in college football is play on teams off big wins. College football is unlike the NFL. Dave, as you mentioned on our NFL show, when a team has a big win in the NFL, you're likely to go against it. I'm likely to go against it. But college football is it's very different. It's much more of a momentum sport where success breeds success. And when a team scores 60 or more points and then is at home its next game, those teams are a solid 44-20 against the spread as single-digit favorites. I'm all over the Badgers here.
All right. Well, I'll throw in a little opposite side on it. I don't know that it'll be a strong opinion for me, but I'm not putting much into Wisconsin's win against Indiana last week because it was a perfect opponent for them. Indiana had never been in a stage that big, and they froze. And besides that, they can't stop the run anyway. And, great game plan by Brett Bielema. They threw they only attempted 7 passes in the game. They knew they could run the ball down Indiana's throat, and they did so all game long. So smart. But now they're facing a team, and I do think Ohio State's got some real special motivation. I think they want to be perfect on the season. And, that'll be their own version of a national championship, even though they can't participate for the real item. And I think their defense is going to present a lot more problems for Wisconsin than we saw last week. To me, Wisconsin's been an ordinary football team. A couple of impressive games, but look what they were against, Purdue and Indiana. Outside of that, they haven't sold me, and I think the Buckeyes are just better than they are. So I look for Ohio State to stay perfect here. I would not be surprised if they win this game, Chip.
Well, I think Wisconsin's been very disappointing, even at 7-3, and they had some huge numbers early. They just didn't get there. Monty Ball wasn't running well. But I look at it now, he's up to 5 yards per rushing attempt. Of course, they're pounding on the weak sisters like they did last week. The thing I'm concerned about in this game, when I look at it, I have an undefeated team as an underdog playing a huge rival. Wisconsin, I think, had a lead against Ohio State last year at the half, and then they're blown out in the second half. I'm sort of like leaning with Al. It's nothing overwhelming here because Ohio State is undefeated, and they may have the best coach in college football, aside from, of course, Saban down in Alabama, who's now got godlike status, at least until this past week. But anyway, I lean toward Wisconsin. I would lay it at home. I just don't see Ohio State staying undefeated for the season.
All right, Jay, you got the last word of this game. It's a little bit of a split right now.
Yeah, tough place to go play here to keep your undefeated mark going at Camp Randall, and this will be an electric environment this weekend. And I like Al, would lean towards and certainly look to the home underdog with that running attack, 560 rushing yards. They won't get that this week, but my preferred play actually in this game is under the total. I think as you see the pressure mount on teams as they try to stay undefeated and it gets later in the season, it gets more difficult. We've already seen that from in the last few weeks. And I've broken down the stats here. The weakness of the Ohio State defense is their pass defense, and certainly Wisconsin, with the young quarterback play, is not going to take advantage of that, nor is that their strength. So this game will be played on the ground by the Badgers, and I think the quarterback here for Ohio State, they have not really had to face this caliber, I think, on the road and this potential defense to play here. So despite all of the points scored last week by both these teams, and despite some of the scoring you've seen out of Ohio State, seemingly continuing to roll here, I think it changes this week. I double-checked the weather. It should be fine, about 50 degrees, light winds. There's a small chance of rain, but regardless of that, they put up 35 when they went to Penn State in getting the win. I don't think they reached that here, and I certainly think this is going to be a tight battle here. So I'll prefer to play under the total this week.
All right, before we get to our second game, let's check in with our other man on the street. That's our man on the street, I should say, Jeff Saad, LVSS. He's got a free pick on an NFL game on Sunday. Jeff?
Thanks, Dave. Free play coming up. But first, 2 weeks ago, my college total of the year was the winner. It was Bama and LSU and under. I'm stepping up this Sunday with my NFL total of the year. You can get that monster release along with a college game of the month parlay on Saturday, plus a bonus TV winner tonight. All 4 plays for just $10 from LVSS. Just call 1-866-575-8916. You free play from Week 11 Eagles at the Redskins. Philly has had an emotional few weeks, firing the defensive coordinator, then getting blown out by the Falcons and the Saints with sloppy play, too many turnovers and no leadership. The defense was supposed to be good, but has been a sieve. The Eagles are 3-8 against the spread versus a team with a losing record and face a Redskins team off a bye week. Washington has been outstanding offensively behind rookie QB Robert Griffin, second in the NFL in rushing with 164 yards per game. They lost to the Falcons and Giants by a combined 11 points. Coach Mike Shanahan was ticked off that his bye week comments were interpreted as if he was giving up on the season. Look for a huge effort by the rested home team against Philly. Play the Redskins. And once again, get my NFL total of the year plus a monster release along with a college game of the month parlay on Saturday plus a TV winner tonight. All 4 plays just $10. Call 1-866-575-8916. Back to you, Dave.
All right, thanks as always, Jeff. Knock them out this weekend. Let's look at a big game in the Pac-12, Stanford at Oregon. Chip, I started with you last time. Let's go to Jay this time. Stanford, well, we know about Oregon. I mean, they're a national championship potential team. They got to get through this hurdle. Stanford, that was a hell of a game last week against Oregon State, and they managed to win it. Very exciting game. Landed right about on the number, so good job by the handicappers or the odds makers. And that was a case of getting the right number on the game. If you did, you won it on either side. I had Oregon State plus 4.5, got the win on that. There are people who got Stanford minus 3.5, they got the win on that. That's why shopping and getting value is so important. What's going to happen this weekend as Oregon looks to maintain their path toward the BCS championship game, Jay?
Well, Dave, I think as you get late in the season as well, with these teams pushing for the top spots or trying to get in this case this year again, the national title game, it's difficult to go against them, especially with the prolific offense that Oregon has. And this is an intriguing matchup because in conference play, this is the number one offense, of course, in the nation, but in Pac-12 play, Oregon rushes for over 320 yards a game, number one, and Stanford has the number one rush defense in the league, allowing less than 50 yards per game and under 2 yards per rush. It's been very good. Now, certainly they haven't faced an attack like this, but Stanford's played, we saw them upset USC, and there's been a little inconsistency, but that's somewhat to be expected. You want to be certain to watch the weather here up in Eugene. It's going to be maybe 40 degrees, and right now there's about a 40% chance of rain, winds up to 15 miles an hour. We've seen nothing be able to slow this Oregon team, but I think, this is their toughest challenge in terms of the defensive statistical profile that Stanford brings here. So as hard as it is, knowing that a team can potentially run it up when given the chance, I don't think they're going to be able to run it up. My preferred play as well in this game is probably under a total that's pushing 65 this week. I think many, I look, and I'm not afraid. I showed that last week with Texas A&M against Alabama, stepping in with our big play. I'm not afraid to go against these top teams, but Oregon still has, I think, many advantages here along the line of scrimmage and with the ability to score. So no feeling one way or the other, despite a big number here of almost 21 points.
Al, let's roll right to you on this and see if you get some good information to pass along on Stanford, Oregon.
Well, the Ducks almost reached the 60-point plateau last week. They missed it by a single point. They only got 59. But even if they had scored 60, they wouldn't have fallen into my 44-20 system, which is playing on Wisconsin because the Ducks aren't a single-digit favorite. They've covered 5 straight games. That, along with the fact that they're unbeaten, those two things are just going to keep me off the game because the tariff's too high. I do like Oregon, but not enough to lay the current number. I'm going to pass completely on this ball game.
How about you, Chip?
To me, I don't see Stanford passing the eyeball test on this contest. I think they're big and they're slow, and I know they've played great defensively against the run, but I don't think they've seen anything as quick or as fast as this Oregon Duck team. They can beat you to the corner. They run. They throw the ball. They're prolific on offense. I watched them against Cal in the second half last week, and I don't think there's any stopping them. I don't think this Stanford defense can stay with them. I think they're a little too slow. They lumber on offense. I'm looking for Oregon to have their way once again.
Obvious to me is, it's going to be high scoring. But I still don't think they made the total high enough. I mean, the weather, I guess I'll just have to sweat the weather. Here's what I can tell you. Stanford gave up a lot of points last week and should have given up more. Vaz, I don't know what happened to him in the second half. He just lost his way for Oregon State in that football game. And he made some really bad throws. Otherwise, I think they keep scoring in that contest. The flip side of it is I was really impressed with Kevin Hogan, the freshman quarterback for Oregon State. For Stanford. This kid can play. And he's dangerous throwing the ball. He's dangerous running the ball. He's going against a defense that is really beat up right now. Oregon has injuries galore on defense. I think they're going to have problems stopping Stanford. And as for Stanford stopping Oregon, no. Just not going to happen. I don't think any team. This team's offense is absolutely ridiculous. With this triple option, no huddle, they just wear you out. And he's got the athletes. Maybe the weather can slow him down, but I can't bank on that. I think he gets 70 points scored in the game again. I think it's right around the number. I think they made a good line as far as the spread's concerned, but I'm looking for a lot of points. I'll go with the over in that contest. Let's do the best bets and remind everybody of what we've got this weekend. I'll go with mine first, and that is this Stanford-Oregon total over. I just don't think they've caught up yet to how many points are going to go up on the board in this game. So I like that one over. Love one game in the NFL this week. Decided to follow up my NFL total of the week, or total of the year rather, which was an easy winner on Sunday. Already nailed my college football game of the year and my total of the year. This is it. The last of the monster plays. NFL game of the year. $25 if you call my office. 1-866-896-1629. It must win, or you get the rest of the season free. All my action plays through the Super Bowl. Call today. You'll also get free action plays in all sports all week long. This is as opposed to waiting for Sunday and spending $99 online and not getting a guarantee. Why not spend $25 instead and get all that other cool stuff plus the guarantee? 1-866-896-1629. Ask about the basketball when you call. Just tearing it up early in the season like usual. Just free money in basketball right now. But you can't grab it unless you make the call. 1-866-896-1629. Chip, your big stuff starts tonight with the Bills and Dolphins.
I got the 4 days, 4 games, $5 for 4 days starting Thursday night with a huge release on the NFL contest, Bills and Dolphins. Friday night national TV game, Saturday rivalry game of the year. And this game comes with a guarantee, Dave. If we don't win this game by your point spread, you get the entire month of November free, the rest of the month free, and Sunday's NFL Mega Buck play. We pounded them in the NFL the last few days out. We had a bad week 2 weeks ago. We bounced back big time. Give me a call at 866-841-1665. Get all 4 days of big game winners for only $5. That's 866-841-1665. That's your best bet for the weekend. My best bet on the show will be Oregon. Watch them run this up over to Stanford. Cardinal play the Ducks.
All right, Big Al, 5 huge plays, big ones, for a very low price.
Yeah, my best bet, by default, it's going to be on the Badgers. I hate the Stanford-Oregon game. 5 big plays go on the weekend for me. You get a TV winner going tonight. On Saturday, it's our 3-team triple header, including my TV game of the month. And then our NFL high roller total goes Sunday. All 5 plays, just $20. That's $4 a play. 866-841-1665. When you call, be sure to inquire about basketball. Hitting 75% in NBA and college basketball on all plays this season. 866-841-1665.
And Fairway Jay, like me, looking to, he's already nailed the trifecta. College total of the year, dog of the year, game of the year. So you're going for the superfecta this weekend, I guess, right? And you're doing it with a parlay.
We'll try that, Dave, and congratulations to all you guys. Great starts in basketball. It's everyone knows it's round-the-clock research and study to be able to put these winners together. You simply make the calls, and you get some really good opportunities, and many of our callers want the big plays. We've been able to produce on those. Our college parlay of the year goes this weekend. We're going to include Thursday night's college football, Friday night's college football. Of course, we went 4-0 last week on the midweek plays. And I also got a big play in the Dolphins-Bills Thursday night. Make the call, 1-866-896-1627. Just $19 for the college parlay of the year going, along with our big play in the NFL. And again, the first 50 callers will include college basketball through the weekend, so you get a chance to take advantage of how we're doing. 1-866-896-1627. Best bet this week. Let's go under the total in Madison for the Badgers and the Buckeyes big game. Although the Buckeyes have been really putting up the points recently, let's not forget it was 17-16 up in East Lansing. They struggled with Purdue before rallying to get to 29. This is going to be a game on the ground. I don't see a lot of success through the air this week. Under the total, your best bet for the Buckeyes and Badgers. We'll see if Ohio State can remain undefeated.
Sounds great. Guys, good stuff as always. We'll look forward to doing it again next week. Don't forget to check out the NFL edition of Pro Line that's up right now, as well as the early of the week recap edition, which has some good information as well. We trust you'll all make some good decisions on your own this weekend to pick some winners. Hopefully you can rely on us for lots of help if so required. And we will talk to you again next week. For Big Al, Chip, Fairway Jay, I'm Dave Cokin. Thanks a lot for watching. Have a great weekend.